Hey, I've been involved in the foster care ministry here at Mount Bethel for about 5 years. And in that time, I have seen some amazing things happen with family and children in this church. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about our story. One of the things that my role in this ministry has been to go is to talk to small groups and circles and Sunday schools and tell them about the 300 foster children in affluent Cobb County on any given day, and they're in foster care due to real instances of abuse and neglect. And I go to these groups and I say, because I know lots of people in this church, and I say, I know you have the room and I know you have the resources, and I already know you're great parents, so would you consider sharing those gifts with a foster child? And people, yeah, we'll think about it. And then about a year and a half ago, I was giving my usual speech to people, and God directed those words right back at me. And he said, you know what, Julie, you have the room and you have the resources and you're good parents, so why aren't you foster parents yet? So I went home and I said to my husband that night, you know what, I think we need to do this. And he said, okay. So we went through the training and we became approved foster parents, and we committed to helping the families here at Mount Bethel. We committed to doing respite care, which is weekends and babysitting, and just supporting foster families, and we did that. And then one day, a couple months ago, I was talking to a group and I was talking about how difficult it is to find foster homes for teenagers. And that when we can't find foster homes for teenagers, they end up in group homes, and the risk is so great for teenagers when they end up in a group home to get on the wrong path, to go to drop out of school and to get into things they shouldn't. They just don't have family support and they end up in prison sometimes. And I actually said to this group, how can they, being foster families, keep saying no to these kids? And God wasted no time in turning those words back around on me. How can you keep saying no to these kids? So I didn't go home that night and tell my husband that because I didn't want to scare him. So I kept that to myself, but a few days later, I heard about a sibling group of 2 kids coming into foster care, and there was a 3-year-old girl and a 13-year-old boy. And Mount Bethel had a place for the 3-year-old girl. There was a foster family that could take her, but there was no one for the 13-year-old. So I called my husband and I said, I think we need to do this. And he said, okay. And so that night we went home and we told our boys, who are 7 and 10, that the next day they were getting a foster brother, a full-time, older foster brother. And they were scared. And they said, are you sure? And I heard my husband say with absolute confidence, yeah, God is with us on this, and he has been. And so in February, a 13-year-old boy who is taller than me and wears a size 12 shoe walked into our home and right into our hearts. He's become a big brother to my kids, and he's become a part of our family. Has it been easy? No. Have there been challenges way beyond what we expected? Yeah. Have we had to have conversations with our kids we just hadn't planned on having yet? Yeah. Is it going to break our hearts when he leaves? Absolutely. But I have seen and witnessed God's grace as I've seen this boy cope with a situation of which he has no control. And he has to process the fact that the family he loves more than anything in this world can't care for him right now. And sometimes in the face of his pain, the only thing we have to say to him is, you have a family, you have a home here as long as you need it. So this is the stuff that has made us realize he's changed our lives way more than we've changed his. This is the stuff that makes us feel like those 300 kids are our kids, and we have to keep on helping, and we have to find other families to help us. My family is no longer so inwardly focused, and my kids' definition of family has gotten a whole lot bigger and a whole lot broader and better. So now I'm here to ask you, do you have the room and do you have the resources? God already knows you're great parents. Would you consider being a foster family here in this church? And if you can't be a foster family right now, would you consider touching a foster child by volunteering to help in some way? Because I can tell you with this absolute confidence, God will be with you on this. Thank you.